Stoicism teaches us that our peace must never be held hostage by another person's approval. Marcus Aurelius, the Roman emperor and Stoic master, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Nowhere is this more true than in our relationships. You see, when you care too much about pleasing her, impressing her, and keeping her interested, you begin to lose yourself. Your center shifts from within to without. You begin to orbit around her moods, her responses, her texts, her silence. And without realizing it, you hand over your inner kingdom to someone who never asked to be your ruler in the first place. But something powerful happens when you finally let go. Not in anger, not in manipulation, but in strength. You stop overthinking. You stop over-texting. You stop over-apologizing for simply being yourself. You reclaim your time. You double down on your mission. You focus on becoming the man you were meant to be, disciplined, grounded, and unshakable. And it's in that moment, when you no longer need her validation, that she begins to question everything. Why isn't he chasing me? Why isn't he reacting? Why is he so calm? That stillness becomes magnetic. That silence becomes mysterious. That emotional independence becomes irresistibly attractive. Stoicism isn't about playing games or using emotional distance as a tactic. It's about realizing that you are enough, with or without her. When you stop giving a damn, it's not because you've stopped caring as a human being. It's because you've stopped caring unhealthily. You've stopped outsourcing your worth. You've stopped tying your identity to her attention. And women can feel that. That's why the strongest, most grounded men seem to have a gravitational pull. Because they're not pulling at all, they're simply being. Look around you. Think of the man who's focused on his craft, his gym routine, his goals. The one who barely glances at his phone, who shows up with presence, but never desperation. That man doesn't chase, he attracts. And the women around him feel it, not because he's emotionally dead, but because he's emotionally sovereign. He lives by the Stoic creed. Let others do what they will, I remain as I am. Now think of the opposite. The man who checks his messages every 5 minutes, gets anxious when she doesn't reply, overanalyzes every emoji. He may have good intentions, but he becomes predictable, emotionally reactive, and easily dismissed. Why? Because he gave his power away. When you stop giving a damn, you stop being that man. You become rare. And in a world full of noise, rarity is value. The Stoic path isn't about suppressing emotion. It's about controlling it. It's about choosing your response over your reaction. It's about letting go of what you can't control and focusing ruthlessly on what you can. Your attitude, your purpose, your discipline. Women are drawn to a man who leads himself, not one who needs constant reassurance. When you stop giving a damn, you're not shutting her out. You're shutting out neediness, desperation, and insecurity. And in doing so, you invite respect, admiration, and yes, even obsession. But the real reward, it's not about her at all. The real reward is your own peace, your own clarity, your own freedom from emotional volatility. You don't need to manipulate, ghost, or gaslight. Just walk with calm, quiet strength. If she stays, good. If she goes, better. Because a Stoic man does not fear loss. He welcomes it as part of life's natural ebb and flow. What matters is not who stays, but that you remain whole, unmoved, and free. So the next time you feel the urge to overextend, to explain yourself, to beg for love, pause, breathe, remind yourself, I am the mountain. I do not chase the storm. When you stop giving a damn, not in hatred but in strength, you stop being her entertainment and start being her enigma. That's the Stoic path. And the path is narrow, but the rewards are eternal. If you found power in this message, subscribe to the Stoic path. Walk with us, rise above the noise, and remember, you are not here to be liked. You are here to be unshakable.